guys. Alright, so I know you guys are all playing Hogwarts Legacy, and you guys are playing your characters, so I thought on this video I would show my sisters. This is dedicated to my two little sisters who are also playing this game. I want to show them exactly what my room requirement looks like. Yeah, it's cool. Show a little hypocrite there. For the characters that I have so far in this game. As you can see, I have 4 characters, one for each of the different houses. And we're going to start off with my main character, Maxikari. This is my character I first played through. He's a Slytherin character. So let's go ahead and take a look at what my room requirement looks like. So go ahead and load this up real quick. Alright, so let's go wait for this stuff to load up real quick in my room. Alright. So this is what my room requirement looks like. It's nice and dark. I decided to go with a gothic type of architecture because my character is a Slytherin. And here is what my room requirement looks like. I've decorated up to this point. So here's the great room. As you can see, I decided to go with a gothic motif for the ceiling. So I got all kinds of bats flying around with books. Got this really beautiful skylight with all these different mythical creatures and beautiful chandeliers hanging down, as well as these pipe organs, as you can see, up here on the top, and these nice little colonnades up here on the top as well. So that's the overview, and this is actually the main area. So you can see I went with a gothic kind of mosaic floor. What I love about these floors is that these tiles look like tiles you would see in places like the Hagia Sophia or the Blue Mosque. Very beautiful tile work like you would see in a lot of Muslim architecture. And as you can see, if you walk in my room, the first thing you'll notice, I got this huge table. It's got all these really cool, like, wax figurines on it.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Yeah, it's Deke right there, my little house elf. There's all my candles and stuff. What I liked about it is how there's all these gold coins and galleons and bits of animals and skulls and skeletons and things. Because I'm a Slytherin character, so I imagine this is what my character would meet up all of his friends at to discuss stuff for all of his different adventures. And as you can see, we got all these knight statues everywhere. And the reason why I always imagine that is because if this was my room requirement, I have my knights be animated. That way they could defend me if anything came in here. So this is my first little alcove over here. I love all the furniture in this game, and I love how all the gothic architecture has lights attached to it. So you got these beautiful candelabras everywhere, as well as these bookshelves are amazing. Like, take a look at the detail on these bookshelves. Like, you got little knickknacks inside of them too, which looks really cool. So this is my first little alcove, and then this is my little Halloween alcove that I created when I unlocked all the decorations for Halloween. So this is my style of jack-o'-lanterns and represent the House of the Viper. And of course I got Iron Maiden there because why not? A little sitting lounge there. And as you can see, this is my first vivarium over there, so that where my little animals are located at. And then here's my second one. This is my Christmas corner. So you can see I got this beautifully decorated Christmas tree with floating candles everywhere. Looks really, really cool as well. So we'll start in this main room and we'll actually check out the balcony real quick. So if you guys sit over here, I have a little balcony over there overlooking the entire room. I have 3 chairs up there, and the reason why I built those is for this character as well as for Sebastian Sallow and Ominous Gaunt. I imagine that's where the 3 of us Slytherin kids would hang out. And let's go check it out. So we'll go up this balcony here. You'll see a little Quidditch little icon thing that I have over there. Looks really cool. So I love these gothic architecture with these beautiful archways. They got these really cool fabrics hanging down everywhere, which looks really beautiful as well. As you see on my walls, I got a lot of artwork, little animals pinned up on boards for my artwork there. And then you have like some more artwork on these walls here. It's my first little sitting area over here with a little stuffed Niffler and my table there for like a little reading area. And then here's another little reading nook that I have with all the books, and of course Slytherin colors represent. Another candelabra to bring in some light. And this leads up to the Highlands Vivarium, which takes you to the area where I keep most of my flying creatures at, so like my Phoenix, for example, is there. And this right here is my sitting area. So I imagine this is where Sebastian and Gaunt would sit, Ominous Gaunt, right next to our little table. And this is, of course, my chair, overlooking the common room that we would have here. And then if you keep on going this way, another sitting area with house flags for my friends and stuff to read. And I love all the decorating options you have in this game. Like, look at all these paintings. That they have a painting of a tree of life and Da Vinci type what you call it? Da Vinci type sketches, like a dodo bird painting. And up here is like some more bookshelves from this little star clusters up here that they have for the overall decorating effect. It looks really amazing. And of course, you have the hooded figure. I imagine this is Morkanark, the lady that you guys are learning all your stuff from, who was the last one to have ancient magic. Some more paintings here on the walls, which look really cool. And then, of course, this vivarium here leads off to the beach vivarium, which looks pretty sick. And then some more knights to protect my animals, my fantastic beasts. And here's like a little piece of wizard's chest that you can play wizard chess in, next to this book alcove here. And then back here we have a little seating area as well. Like, I imagine this is where the character would put all their trophies and things if they won stuff. So like that beautiful bookcase over there. And then right over here we got some more books and some tables. So like, for example, here we have the flags and the banners and different shields and things of different animals and stuff. Like a little horn right over there, for example. Like, I can imagine this is where you would store your magical relics. There's the Hogwart school emblem, as well as like a couch over here to lounge in. I mean, look at the tile work on the floor. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, just another sitting area over here. Check out. And this is the other landing area. We've got a giant stuffed dragon to hang out here. You can read your stuff and, drink whatever potions or other beverages might be inside of here. I love this Severus Snape little jack-in-the-box they have. So that's really cool. And then this, of course, leads off to the swamp vivarium, or the nocturnal swamp vivarium, which is where that leads off to. And I got some more artwork here with some environmental effects. So like some of the highlands and the swamp and the coast. So that's the main room. And now we're going to check out the annex room. Now, I don't have anything in the hallway here because you wouldn't be able to see any of the decorations anyways because it's dark. So I kind of skipped that. But this brings up to what I like to call the throne room for my character. So you can see we've got these beautiful red carpets, some more tile flooring here. Once again, we got knights flanking either side. Now, originally in the game, it's a one giant room in the game, but I actually divided my room into subsections, sublet rooms. So look at the detail here with the skylights. I mean, that looks absolutely beautiful with these Gothic archways. You got like these kind of stained glass motifs that you would see like in Notre Dame, for example. Just looks beautiful up there. And of course, we got these rich wood paneling on the walls. So if you were to turn around leading to this archway leading back to the main room we looked at earlier, so I put these shelves, like little knickknacks over here in the shelves. And I got little Niffler statues, full of wealth. And a little more Gothic things like skulls and hourglasses and candles, Hogwarts emblems and seating areas. But like, yeah, I used these bookcases, as you guys can see. I have bookcases here that I use as walls to make makeshift divisions in my main area. Same thing with like those screens. So you can see I made these giant screens. I just made them bigger, so they made little wall sections out of them to create the different walled areas of this room to make it look like it's got different rooms inside of it. So we have the carpet leads directly to the throne room, flanked either side by hippogriff statues. And of course I got two giant knights. I imagine they'd be animated with a giant Gothic clock behind it. Got some serious Vecna vibes from my clock. And you see I got that little screen behind my throne. Make it look like it's kind of grandiose with the archways. So see, this is what the screens would normally look like. But then I made them bigger to make my wall sections, as you can see right over there. And so here's my throne and my little throw rug and my little table here. And I can imagine my character's kind of like sitting here, for example, and then like taking a look at his area. So you got those beautiful Gothic archways and statues and stuff. I mean, look at these bookshelves. I mean, look at all the different kind of things they have inside these little knickknacks. It's actually really, really cool. And these are the different things I use for my bookshelves. As you can see, I got this screen here to make a room. So let's go check out my herbology area. So this is the first room. As you can see, it's flanked by either side. So we have the botanical bookcase. So with all the different plants and stuff to make a look at this where I do my botanical work. So as you got my large botanical garden area here for my fluxweed and as well as my Vitimus tentaculus over here in the center. And then over here I got my different herbs I use, my mandrake roots, same thing with my mellow sweet, same thing with my dittany leaves. I also got my chopping station here. And then of course I put up artwork, botanical style artwork. There's like a giant keg right up there with like gardening things on it. Different bits of, you know, fish and stuff and animals on display. And then there's a little chopping station here with like some shelf with some like bottles and things and knickknacks. And I have a little desk here that you imagine this character like sits here and plants out their potion and stuff and what they're going to grow. And then you have like a giant Iron Maiden here because why not? And then my venomous tentaculars over here. And there's where my fertilizer is, so that way I can get packets of fertilizer to maximize my yields. And I see I got shiller fruit as well as my chopping cabbages. And then see, like, that's what I love about these bookshelves. These bookshelves make beautiful walls. But like this one, for example, the eclectic wall bookshelf, you can see through it and see the other side of the room still. So it feels like it's still connected. But at the same time, design-wise, it looks like it's its own little wall, which looks really cool too. Oh yeah, there's the house cup, because my character won the house cup in his house. So, and you can see how I use these bookshelves to act as giant walls to make a frame for the door. And while we're over here, you have this little screen divider here. And what I like these screen dividers, like they have like this little offset, so it looks like it's like a door that you can go through. And so I made this little area into its own little section. I call this the office, is what I call this. So like this is where my area character would just kind of chill out and read and take a look at stuff. Oh, I should show you Deke's office too. I made a little office for my little house elf. So as you can see here, I really shrunk down like a little statue, and then like I shrunk down the chairs and the tables, gave him a little writing desk, his own little candelabra, and like the statues of house elves who have served in the past up on the wall. So imagine like this is where Deke would hang out and sleep and stuff, where he's working on stuff in the room requirement. And this is where my character would actually do a lot of his studying and things. So you got like your little astrolabes and your telescopes and stuff. And a giant deer skull, because why not? And then I love these clocks. Like, look at this clock. Like, looks like bubbling and stuff, which looks really cool. And like, this looks like some kind of Slytherin relic of some sort. Here's my moonstone processor. And then over here I have like a little desk that my character would do all of his work. So he's got like his little gadgets, like a mechanical arm he's working on, for example. And like Quidditch materials. Like this, I imagine where my character would do all of his studying while he's preparing for classes and stuff. And then of course, we then go across the other side of the great room. So I love these statues. Like I said before, I imagine these statues would come to life and fight for my character. So once again, I'm using my bookshelves here to create walls to make my rooms and separate them. And this is the potion room. So you see I got like just a regular standard potion table here, and using bookshelves once again to act as walls to separate this section out. So I've got a bookcase there, I got my little bouncing potion maker there. I like using the medium-sized tables because you get 2 cooking stations, but at the same time add some variety in this area too. And like, see I got more shelves that look like it's got potion-looking type things, make it look like this is where I'm doing all my stuff. And then like this little writing desk here, so you like writing stuff. I can imagine where he like concocts his potions. I did a lot of potion focus with this character for this build because he was a Slytherin. And then another Iron Maiden here in the middle. And of course we got another work table here in the middle, full of little weird and arcane knickknacks. Like this is where I imagine my character would go and sit and work on his stuff, making his potions and globes and things. Just really love the lighting in this room. So I built that. And then we'll go to the little sub room. Once again, using that screen to create a fig door. Now this is what I like to call my loom room. This is where I actually make all the customizations for all the clothing my character wears. So like here's his loom that he could use to upgrade his clothing with better gear and better stats, for example. And once again, we got the bookshelves here acting as walls. And then we have like little mannequins where you would actually fit and make his clothing. And like I imagine this is where he would actually wear his stuff and then check out his reflection here in the mirror and see how he looks with his gear. And so we got all these little arcane little things over here. So like for his friends and stuff, he wanted to customize gear for them, he'd make it for them here and then stitch it up using his loom. And then over here in this little sub corner, another seating area. And this is where I would go to identify whatever mystical magical gear I found and identify it. So then I would go here, identify what gear I want, then I could just go over here to the loom and then upgrade it. That's pretty much how the flow. is supposed to work for my character. Yeah. And that's my character, Max Akari. And so there you guys go. This is what my character's room requirement looks like. Video dedicated to my two sisters who are playing this game as well with their families. So what do you guys think? I spent an embarrassing amount of time working on this room to make it look cool. So yeah, not that I'm too happy about it, but yeah, that's what I did for it. Alright, you guys, so go ahead and just give you guys one last look at my grand room. And that's what it looks like. Alright, you guys, so that's good to do for this video. Peace out. Stay classy.